Good afternoon. Wonderful to see you all here. My name is Rob Lorimer. I own the violin shop and teaching studios here in Bangor. And for the last 25 years, we have been trying to put together a Bangor Youth Symphony. And without much success, I have to say. Until about 2 years ago, the Bangor Symphony Orchestra and its organizational skills and a little bit of money stepped up and made this all possible. So I'd like to have a big hand for the Bangor Symphony and the board and everybody who made this orchestra possible. It is a really hard job. This year I think we have 80 members in the orchestra, somewhere there's about. That's an incredibly good number. You're in for a real treat today. We're going to start with the Prelude Orchestra. And I just have a couple of people to really thank here. Gina Provenzano, who is the conductor of the orchestra here, puts in an incredible amount of time, energy, and out of her own money. Maestro Lucas Richmond has come all the way over to conduct this orchestra. Fantastic Grammy Award-winning conductor. And I'd like to thank the Bangor Symphony and the Bangor Symphony Board for really making all this possible. Last but certainly not least are all the private teachers here in Bangor who really groom these kids so they can come up here and play. Most of that hard work is done in the studios day after day, week after week by the private teachers. And I'd like to recognize all the private teachers here. Could you stand and get a round of applause? Without further ado, I'd like to introduce Gina Provenzano and the Bangor Symphony Youth Orchestra.
Thank you for being here today. Very excited to be here. I'm going to use note cards today, if that's okay. I had a lot to say throughout the evening. So I'm Gina Provenzano, the conductor of the two orchestras here, and this is our prelude orchestra. So I wanted to personally thank the Dead River Company for being our sponsor for this year. Thank you so much for helping us make this possible. Also for Husson, this wonderful facility. It's nice to play in here. We can hear all the parts, and it's just such a beautiful facility. So thanks to Husson University. I'd also like to make a special thank you to the Bangor High School. They do such a nice job for us, and they're so great. I'm just so grateful to them. I can't believe actually how nice they are. They really just kind of let us do whatever, whenever. And Scott Burdett, I'm not sure if he's here. I think he said he was going to be here, but I wanted to personally thank him because he just lets us use equipment, and he's just so wonderful. Lets me copy things and do whatever. Needed scissors? Great, take them, you know, that kind of thing. So it's wonderful, and he's great. Eric Hutchins and Travis McClure also, they help at the stage there, and so I'm very grateful to all of the Bangor High School and all those people. Almost skipped a card. That would have been bad. I also wanted to say thank you, of course, to the Bangor Symphony. Maestro Richmond, of course, he's back there. He'll be out later. But the whole orchestra, they're so wonderful to the youth orchestra. It's amazing. I mean, we are so lucky to have the Bangor Symphony and to have all the board members and the education committee and all the people that take part. We had a master class recently, and a ton of musicians came and joined us. It's really quite remarkable. So thank you to the Bangor Symphony. Sarah McCarthy works for the Bangor Symphony, and she has taken on a lot of extra duties since David Whitehill left, so I did want to publicly thank Sarah. Big thank you, Sarah, wherever you are. So I hope you enjoyed the evening. We do have a reception afterwards, so if you can join us, that would be great. Our next piece is Beethoven, Pastoral Symphony. Well, I'm very proud of this group. They're very great kids. They're wonderful to work with. I know that this doesn't happen. This is not easy. It is not easy to be a musician. You have to go home when you don't want to practice, and you have to practice. You have to go to your lessons. You have to lug your instruments. I mean, look at those double basses over there. I know my daughter plays. It's a pain. It takes the whole car. But they lug it around, and it's not just the kids, but it's also the parents and the grandparents. So I want to thank all of you for being so supportive of something that is so very important to our world, actually. So thank you. Already had talked about, he stole my thunder with the private teachers, but it also, besides the kids themselves and the parents and grandparents supporting the kids, but it's also the general music teacher way back in kindergarten teaching them how to clap their hands to the music and the teachers are so important, the general music, the middle school teachers, the band teachers, the orchestra teachers, all of that, and especially the private teachers. If you can do private lessons, you should always do that. They get to really learn their instrument in detail when they have those. But we're so grateful to all the teachers. So I know you had private teachers stand up, I think. Rob, is that what you had? Oh, he's talking. Did you have private teachers or all? Anyway, all teachers should stand up and get applause. If you're a teacher of any kind of music. Our last piece is Tchaikovsky Symphony No. 2, the finale. So this will be our last time together. So I didn't get the chance to tell them, but thank you for a great year, and I hope to see you next year.